1930. Final referee dispute. Long before goal line technology and endless camera angles, the first World Cup final nearly stumbled over something as basic as a football. Uruguay and Argentina each insisted on using their own ball, refusing to compromise. Officials eventually split the difference, using Argentina's ball in the first half and Uruguay's in the second. Uruguay recovered from behind to win 4-2, but the argument revealed just how improvised the earliest World Cup really was. 1934. Fascist influence allegations. The tournament unfolded under the shadow of Benito Mussolini's Italy, and accusations followed the hosts from start to finish. Opponents questioned refereeing decisions and suspected that political pressure had seeped into the competition. While historians still debate how much influence actually existed, the 1934 World Cup has never escaped the suspicion that football and politics became dangerously intertwined. 1966. England goal controversy. One bounce changed football history. In extra time of the final, Geoff Hurst unleashed a shot that smashed against the crossbar and dropped near the line. Unsure whether the ball had crossed completely, the referee turned to his assistant before awarding the goal. England celebrated, West Germany protested, and decades later, people are still arguing over the exact spot where the ball landed. 1974. Chile qualification controversy. Few World Cup qualifiers have looked stranger. After refusing to play in Santiago because the stadium had been used as a detention center following Chile's military coup, the Soviet Union stayed away entirely. FIFA refused to relocate the match. With no opponent present, Chile simply kicked off, moved the ball forward, and scored into an empty net before being declared winners. 1978. Argentina dictatorship allegations. As the military government sought international approval, Argentina hosted a tournament that remains surrounded by unanswered questions. The biggest mystery came when the hosts defeated Peru 6-0, exactly the result needed to reach the final. Rumors of political pressure and secret arrangements spread immediately. Nothing was ever conclusively proven, but doubts have lingered for nearly half a century. 1982. West Germany and Austria match. For spectators inside the stadium, the anger began early. West Germany scored after 10 minutes, and from that moment, both teams appeared content to simply pass the ball around and protect a result that would eliminate Algeria while sending them both through. Fans whistled, commentators condemned what they were watching, and the disgrace of Gijón became so infamous that FIFA changed its scheduling rules afterward. 1986. Hand of God. One of football's greatest players produced one of its most controversial moments. Diego Maradona leapt alongside England goalkeeper Peter Shilton and punched the ball into the net. Somehow, neither official spotted the handball. The goal stood, and Maradona later joked that it had been scored partly by the hand of God. What followed transformed a simple refereeing error into football folklore. 1990. Cameroon penalty complaints. Cameroon's fairy tale journey seemed destined for the semifinals until England received 2 penalties, including one during extra time. The African side felt the decisions were severe and argued they had been denied a place in history. England advanced, but the sense of injustice never completely disappeared among Cameroonian supporters. 1994. Escobar tragedy. No controversy in World Cup history carries a darker ending. Colombian defender Andres Escobar accidentally put the ball into his own net against the United States, contributing to his country's elimination. Days later, he was murdered back home. The tragedy stunned the football world and became a painful reminder that the consequences surrounding the sport can sometimes extend far beyond the pitch. 1998, Ronaldo mystery. Hours before the final, confusion swept through the Brazilian camp. Ronaldo, the world's biggest star, reportedly suffered a medical episode and was initially left out of the team sheet. Then, suddenly, he was back in the lineup. Brazil lost heavily to France, and the uncertainty surrounding what actually happened sparked years of speculation and conspiracy theories. 2002. South Korea refereeing controversies. South Korea's remarkable run captured headlines, but so did the officiating. Italy left furious after seeing a goal disallowed and several decisions go against them. Spain experienced similar frustration in the next round when 2 goals were ruled out. As the hosts advanced to the semifinals, many observers wondered whether fortune had simply smiled on them or something more controversial had occurred. 2006, Zidane headbutt. The final match of Zinedine Zidane's career should have been remembered for his brilliance. Instead, the image burned into football history was something entirely different. After exchanging words with Marco Materazzi, Zidane lowered his head and drove it into the Italian defender's chest. A red card followed, and one of the game's greatest players exited the sport in unforgettable fashion. 2010, Lampard ghost goal. Millions watching around the world saw the ball cross the line. The officials somehow did not. Frank Lampard's strike against Germany bounced well inside the goal before spinning back out, yet play continued as though nothing had happened. England were denied an equalizer, and the incident accelerated the push for goal line technology. 2014, Suarez bite incident. Most controversies involve fouls or disputed decisions. This one involved teeth. Luis Suarez shocked viewers when cameras caught him biting Italy's Giorgio Chiellini during a group match. FIFA responded with a lengthy suspension, while the bizarre nature of the incident instantly made it one of the strangest moments ever seen at a World Cup. 2018, VAR penalty debates. Technology arrived with promises of eliminating mistakes, but instead it created fresh arguments. Video reviews led to a record number of penalties, with some fans praising the extra accuracy and others claiming the game had become overly dependent on slow-motion replays. The World Cup entered a new era, but controversy remained as alive as ever. 2022, Qatar hosting controversy. Long before the opening match, debate had already engulfed the tournament. Questions over the bidding process, concerns regarding migrant workers, and criticism from human rights organizations dominated headlines. Even the decision to move the competition to winter transformed the football calendar. For many, the controversy surrounding the event began years before a ball was kicked.